Hi fashion designer, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to share with you how to make this beautiful princess seam bra including the pattern. If you want to know how it is done, make sure to give the tutorial a thumbs up. So the first thing you're going to do is to mark your quarter of your bust round circumference, and I'm going to mark a square here. Mine is 23 centimeters by 23 cm. Don't forget to mark the 4 equal parts of the square and also label your lines in an alphabetical order. The next thing, you need to divide point A and B in half. Same thing as divide G and F in half. You want to connect these 2 points. This is to create the upper cup first. We're going to refer this point as G1 and this one as A1. The next thing, on point G, I'm going to mark 2 centimeters. So you might ask, is 2 centimeters okay for every bust size? Yes, this is the standard measurement. You can go up by 2.5 centimeters also. Just like that, your upper cup is complete. Now to move on to a lower cup, mark from B and I in half and C and D in half, as shown here on the screen. Then you want to further divide C, it's going to be C1, and this one is going to be B1. Now you want to further divide C1 and B1 in half. Now this point, we're going to refer it as C2. From C1, you're going to make a cross, and this one is going to be C2. Now also from D, you want to cross it over, and this one is going to be referred as D2. Now the next thing is to divide point I here right on the middle. Then what you're going to do is to connect from C2, from D1 to I1. And then from I1, you're going to connect it all the way to G2. Now on point E, I'm going to mark in a 45-degree angle. I'm going to mark around 4.5 or 5 centimeters. Please do not go beyond this measurement. 4.5 or 4 centimeters. From point D, I'm going to connect it. But before I do that, I am going to mark a straight line from point I. From point I, that's where I'm going to mark a straight line across all the way to that 4.5 that I've marked. Now once you've marked that, you're going to mark from point D to the 4.5 mark, right, to blend it to G2 or G1. Now you can do this with a curved ruler or freehand. I like using a curved ruler because it just blends down the lines. And just like that, you are done with the lower cup and upper cup. For the band pattern, I am going to measure from D to E, and mine is actually the radius measurement, which is around 11.5 centimeters. And I'm going to measure from H to D, and it's going to be around 23 centimeters in my case. Please make sure that you do measure your bust measurement correctly. The next thing is to label your line in an alphabetical order. Now B and also E, it's a center line. Now on point D, I'm going to mark point E and D, I'm going to mark half of this line. And this one is going to be E1 and the other one is going to be B1. Now on point F, I'm going to measure the center front of the upper cup, which is right here, which is 6 centimeters in my case. Yours might be 7 centimeters or less. Go in by 1 cm. In this case, we are creating a bridge. And then on point F, you want to mark 3.5 centimeters. Please do not go beyond this. You can mark 4 centimeters or 3.5 centimeters. And then you want to blend from that 1 cm to the 3.5 cm and then connect it back to point F. Just blend it right here at the base. Now going to point F or point E, you want to mark again 3.5 cm or 4 cm. Please do not go beyond this measurement. And then just like that, you want to blend it also to point E all the way to D or B1. And just like that, your frame is done. The next thing you want to do is to create the band pattern. Now on point D, I want to go in by 2 centimeters. And then you want to create or connect it to point C. This point, we're not going to make use of it. Try to scratch it out. Now from this point here, I'm going to refer to it as D1. You're going to mark quarter of your under bust measurement. And then mark a straight line. Then you're going to measure the width of your hook and eye depending how long it is. I decided to make it around 5 centimeters. I'm going to go in again by 5 centimeters at this point and then go up by 5 centimeters. You can make sure that this part is the same length as point C. It's up to you. I made it a bit slanted because I think it will look good on the band. So right here, I'm going to go out by 2 centimeters. And just to create an in curve right here around the band area. And just like that, you were done. So on point F, I went up by 1.5 centimeters. This will help for the bridge or frame not to have any gaping around this area. So go up by 1.5. And then now you want to add your elastic casing. My elastic casing is 2 centimeters. I'm going to start from this line over here. I'm going to implement my 2 or 1.5 or 2 centimeter width of elastic casing. You want to mark all this 2 centimeters all the way to the band area. Now to cut out your pattern, make sure that you cut out the frame from point D1. And mark your notches. This is important when you're cutting out your pattern on fabric. And all the patterns are complete. Right here, I went ahead and I added seam allowance. Let's start with the frame. So I went ahead and I added 0.5 seam allowance on the inside except the center front and also the bottom. Here on top, if you're using a fold over elastic, don't add seam allowance. But if you're using a picot elastic together with the band, make sure to add seam allowance in this area. But I didn't add because I'm using a fold over elastic. And also over here, you can add seam allowance if you're using a picot elastic, but I didn't because I'm using a fold over. Now at the bottom, don't add seam allowance. Now for the lower cup, make sure you add seam allowance all around your pattern. Now for the upper cup, you're going to make sure that you add seam allowance also on top if you're using a picot elastic, but if not, don't add. And then add seam allowance to the rest of the upper cup pattern. These are all the pattern pieces you're going to need. I'm using this tricot fabric, which is a non-stretch material, and you want to make sure that you fold it in half as shown over here. Since the pattern says cut and fold, make sure you place the frame on fold, and also the cups are placed on a straight line. Now all the patterns are cut together, the upper cup, the frame, except the band, of course, because it needs a different fabric. So the next thing what you're going to do is to join the upper cup and the lower cup right sides facing and sew a straight stitch. And this is how it will turn out once it is sewn. I'm going to go ahead and cut out the excess fabric, which is about 2 centimeters extra. So as you can see, this is how it will look. Make sure you do sew a straight stitch on top of this seam. And this is how it will look on the inside. Do make sure to cut out all the excess fabric for a neat finishing. You can press iron this to remove all the wrinkles. Now this is how the cups will turn out. For the frame, you will have to get your frame. I went ahead and you want to first attach it right on the center front cup or center for upper cup. So this is how you're going to pin it right sides facing all around the frame. Now once you are done, this is how it will look. Take it to the sewing machine and sew a straight stitch. And cut out the excess fabric if there is. And just like that, I went ahead and I attached both of my cups. This is how the seams will look on the frame. If you really enjoyed making this tutorial, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to comment down below on how you think about the pattern. The next thing that you need to do is to attach the underwire, the elastic, and the band. So see you on the next lesson.